Whether or not to self-publish is easily one of the biggest decisions that authors are faced with in the beginning of their career. You've put in all of the hard work of writing your novel and getting it ready to publish, and now that you're at this point in your journey, you are hearing so many different facts and opinions on self-publishing, and you really just want to know what to expect so that you can make the decision on if this is the right path for you and your books. But there are just so many misconceptions and uncertainties around self publishing that it can make that task difficult. And so today, I'm going to be covering some of the most common misconceptions I see out there swirling around in the author community and break them down for you so that you can make the decision on whether or not self publishing is the right path for you. Hi, I'm Britt from Thriving Scribes, and I help indie fiction authors build sustainable publishing careers. And these myths and misconceptions that I'm going to be covering today with you are the ones that I commonly see holding new authors back or keeping them functioning under an umbrella of misinformation that can negatively impact their growth. So let's dive in. Now, I could literally create an entire video on how to publish high quality books. In fact, I do that inside of Authors on the Rise, where I walk you through how to hit reader expectations and package your book in a professional way. But one of the biggest misconceptions out there around self publishing is that self published books equal low quality books. For most indie authors, some of the reasons that we are drawn to self publishing is because it offers us more creative freedom, faster turnaround time, and even a higher royalty rate than we would in traditional publishing. But for some, this also feels like the chance to skimp on the book production process and ultimately release a book that isn't up to par with the market. Unfortunately, this has led to a stereotype surrounding self publishing authors as being those who mass produce low quality works without being concerned about reader satisfaction or book quality. However, the vast majority of self publishing authors who are dedicated to growing their careers and selling their work actually spend a considerable amount of time and resources in order to ensure that they do these things. The truth is, being a successful self published author relies just as much on the quality of the product as any other avenue of publishing out there. This includes writing marketable concepts, investing into high quality and on genre cover design, and acceptable and readable formatting. Now, there are definitely authors who have found success without investing in each one of these things. However, from my experience in the publishing field and working with hundreds of authors, the ones who do put a considerable amount of time and resources towards contributing high quality books for their readership, the ones that see the highest success and growth. And as a bonus here, the more authors who do this, the more we can chip away at that negative stereotype of self published authors and the work that we contribute to the world. But does that mean that you cannot DIY your way to self publishing success? Absolutely not. There are many authors who start out doing all of the things themselves for the most part, and over time begin investing more in outsourcing and in professional services, and in general, investing more the more that they grow, which is totally fine. I'm all for being scrappy and working with what you've got. But what I don't support is sacrificing book production quality and taking shortcuts that are disrespectful both to your readers and to the industry. So, if you find yourself in this situation, there are usually two ways to ensure that you are producing high quality books, and it comes down to investment, time versus money. If you don't have the money to invest in high quality cover design, professional editing, or formatting up front, then be sure to invest the extra time in learning how you can do this for yourself or additional time to save up until you can afford these services. The next myth that I see out there floating around is the success myth. And this is a sort of multi-dimensional myth where either self-publishers are instantly successful and making tons of money from their books, or on the other hand, they make no money from their books at all. As I mentioned, this is a multifaceted myth that I believe comes from a few different places. First off, by a handful of slimy marketers. Now, I know you have seen the ads of marketers pitching you just how easy self publishing can be, how easy it is just to write and upload a manuscript and instantly make thousands of dollars. Typically, these marketers are trying to pitch you their courses or their services, and that they're hoping that by being super flashy and doing all of these promises up front, they're going to to attract you as a customer. Now, I'm not saying that these marketers are lying or false advertising. They very well may have been able to achieve the success for themselves or help out other authors to do the same process. But what they're not doing is sharing the full spectrum of the process that goes into building a sustainable and profitable self-publishing career. And in doing so, they are perpetrating the idea that self-publishing can be a quick cash grab. Now, let's look at the other side of this myth for a moment, the side that believes that self-publishers don't make any money from their books at all. And at a first glance, this belief can seem valid. A recent study found that the average self-published book only sells around 250 copies. If, for example, this is an ebook that is selling for $4.99 and this author is getting 35% royalties, that's $1.75 in the author's pocket per copy sold, which equals only $437 made from that book. Now, depending on what that author invested in the book development process, that may or may not even bring that author out of the red. So, from an outside view, it could be easy to believe that self-publishing makes no money. However, being an author myself and having worked with many other authors in the field, I know this to not be true. So, what is the average self publishing author doing that is leading to those less than desirable results? Let me tell you, it is the same thing that I mentioned a moment ago. They are not looking at authorship as a whole, as a career choice. Success as an author, as an indie self publishing author, comes down to more than just uploading your manuscript and hitting publish. There is a process that has to go on behind the scenes. Business and brand foundations need to be built, and a marketing plan, a holistic marketing plan that needs to be executed. You can find success as a self published author, but it is going to take you more than quick hacks and shortcuts, as some may lead you to believe. If you are an author who wants to make money and build a sustainable, successful self publishing career, you are going to need to put in the work and adopt an entrepreneurial mindset. I've actually released an entire series on getting your business plan developed as an indie author, so definitely go and watch that series if you need a little bit of guidance on how to get started there. The third big misconception about self publishing is that it is a backup plan for failed traditional publishing authors, and that once you self publish, your options are now eternally limited. Self publishing is not a fallback for those who cannot get traditionally published. As I mentioned in my previous points, self publishing is a viable option for authors who want more creative freedom, a faster turnaround time, higher royalty percentage, and those who desire to take on an entrepreneurial mindset towards building their career. It is also not a dead end career choice. Some self published authors become best sellers and household names and unlock unlimited opportunities. Some self published authors go on to later get traditional book deals and even movie deals, proving that being self published doesn't mean that you can never be agented, if that's still something that you're considering for yourself in the future. Additionally, self publishing can be a strategic choice for those who want to build a writing career. When making the decision on whether or not to pursue self publishing, it's important to consider the vast differences between self publishing and traditional publishing as business models. The fact that there are literally unlimited options and opportunities for us as entrepreneurs to build our brand and make money. Self publishing your book opens up so many different opportunities to publish your book in different formats, on different platforms, to different audiences, in different bookstores and libraries, both digital and in brick and mortar. It allows you to play, experiment, and add in different revenue streams on top of just your books alone if that's something that you want to do. Self publishing also allows authors to maintain creative control over their work and allows us to get access to a wealth of data and feedback from your book audience and performance. And these are all things that other publishing pathways may not grant you access to, that you as an entrepreneur can use to improve your methods, make strategic decisions, and ultimately grow your author career. So that's it. These are the three most common misconceptions and myths I see out there holding authors back from making the decision. Self publishing can truly be a rewarding and exciting career choice for those who are ready to make that shift from just being author to being authorpreneur. In short, by embracing the full spectrum of the authorpreneur journey, investing in creating high quality books, and putting in place strong business foundations to support your growing author career, self publishing can truly be a strategic and valid choice for authors who would like to keep more creative control, get faster turnaround time, and have a higher profit percentage. If you are ready to start your self publishing journey, then go on over and check out Authors on the Rise, which is my low cost membership for new and aspiring fiction authors looking to publish their first or next book. With the help of a supportive community, action focused lessons, and the very best templates out there. And if you would really want to dig into the entire self publishing process and see how it breaks down step by step, then definitely go and watch the video that you see on your screen right now.